the other thing that I spend a lot of my time on and is really a lot of what inspires me in my personal life is I'm on a nonprofit board, something called the High Fives Nonprofit Foundation. And we work with, we say athletes, I'll come back to why we say athletes, but we work with folks who've had spinal cord injuries. And now we've expanded out to, life altering injuries. We serve a lot of military veterans who are amputees or who have, PTSD and other impacts from their service. And we work with as many folks as we possibly can who have had life altering injuries. And we say we provide human care, which is a lot of it is getting people back into sport, getting people back outside and being able to do things, to your point about being competitive, that make them feel like they're able because they are. And so that's something, those are athletes. Everybody's an athlete in our world because we like that terminology and because it really is the spirit of the group that we serve. But those folks are just so inspirational to me. And it's incredible when you kind of release this boundary of feeling disabled and, get people back out into sport and back out into doing things they love. It's incredible. And it's incredible what they can achieve.
It's incredible what mindset and our minds can do. It's fascinating. Where did the sense of responsibility to give back? Can I ask that question? Like, is there a purpose? Was there a connection to that nonprofit?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I live in the mountains. I told you that before. I live in the mountains. My husband is a professional ski patroller. I was a professional ski patroller for a few years. That's how we met. And, a natural side effect of being competitive in outdoor sports is injury. I mean, it just is, right? It's challenging to find somebody who's a lifelong skier or mountain biker or, kite surfer or, pick your sport who hasn't been injured. And that's a population, especially with spinal cord injuries, that, your life changes like that. And so I saw that happen on the hill. My husband sees it happen on the hill all the time. And as ski patrollers, we would just, put them in the ambulance or off in the helicopter and then just hope we would get an update. But their life changed. And so this nonprofit is based in Truckee. So, I knew about it and it's actually interesting. I met our founder because I had been running my mouth talking to another person about high fives. And I had said, I'm not that into high fives because I had a perception that it was only for professional athletes who had been injured, which was not the case. It's just that our founder was a former professional skier. And so he is so incredible that he called me up, didn't know me, invited me to coffee because he's like, I want to set this straight. That's not who we are. And I don't like that that's our perception. And I want you to help me really, truly tell our story and help me help people understand what we really do, because we serve this giant population and we want to serve a bigger population. So yeah, me like running my mouth in town was kind of how I got involved.
So what's the moral of the story? Don't run our mouth, or actually do, because good things can happen.
Well, at least just be honest. I mean, I was being honest, but then own it, right? Don't hide from it. If you say
that's the best. When you get called out on something and you own it, there's great things that come from it. Because if you don't take yourself too serious, you're like, yeah, you're right. You actually get a friend. That's what happens. You make a friend.
That's exactly what happened.
We're looking for.
I mean, and so this is a lifelong friendship and partnership now. So
yeah, and go and try to make differences in people's lives. So